Hi instructors, my name's Kathleen Shaw, and in this video I just want to go over the instructor guide to give you an overview of what the Unit 1 is about and also some resources that you can use in teaching it. So as far as the goal of this unit, the idea in this unit is that students will be selecting a topic that they can develop during the duration of the course. So the hope is that they will pick the topic in Unit 1 and then they will expand upon it in Units 2 and 3 and ultimately create a presentation about it in Unit 4. One of the things that this unit will prepare students for is the research requirements of English 102. So we'll be exploring what makes a credible source and also looking into some places that they can find those sources, with the ultimate goal of writing an exploratory research essay that's going to ask them to look into 2 sources on their selected topic. So some of the tasks they'll complete in this unit: they will learn about the different forms of plagiarism and academic dishonesty. They'll brainstorm a potential topic to research, write, and then eventually present on at the end of the semester. And within that, they're also going to work on demonstrating an understanding of what makes a debatable thesis by choosing a topic that they can argue about in the Unit 3 argumentative paper. And we do have this link to the debatable topics list to help students with an idea of some topics as well as some questions that would be appropriate. Once they've selected a topic, they are going to learn how to use a variety of search tools to find credible articles to use as their research. They're also going to evaluate those sources based on the research question that they're asking to figure out if it's a usable source. And then their last task is they're going to write an exploratory research essay that's based on the model. We do have the resources linked here. One that is going to be helpful is this what is a exploratory research essay. That's the resource that includes the link to the model paper mentioned here. So for the sample paper, they can find it here. And we have some resources focusing on plagiarism and also some that talk about what makes a debatable topic, what debatable topics are, the qualities of a good research question, and also some sources that go into the different places that sources can be found. This information, these are going to be available to the students in the content section of Unit 1. So if we're looking at the content section, in the learning materials folder, the resources have actually been divided into separate categories. So just for ease of navigation, some sources we found in topic selection and some in source selection. These are going to be the same ones that were linked over in the overview. So just things students can use to help them with both topic selection and source selection. When students are actually looking at these drop-downs, they will be able to see the Unit 1 optional resources for instructors. That will be hidden from them, but this is something that we encourage you to check out. As far as the assignments go for this particular unit, the first thing that they'll be doing is a quiz on academic integrity. So that's going to ask them some questions about the types of plagiarism, how to avoid plagiarism, how to recognize plagiarism, to give them an overview of plagiarism and academic dishonesty. Because this unit is asking students to select a topic that they're going to be focusing on for the rest of the semester, we have come up with a topic development brainstorm that's split into 2 parts to give them a chance to reflect on things they might be interested in and how to turn that into a paper. So what we're looking at in these Unit 1 topic development brainstorms, there's a part 1 and a part 2, and they're both going to be discussion boards. So on the first discussion board, they're going to write some paragraphs focusing on things like their hobbies and special interests, their choices of major, and their topics of interest, so that they're brainstorming things that they're interested in that might lead to potential topics, so that when they go to do the second discussion board, they can actually answer the questions pertaining to what topic they're going to be researching and why it's interesting to them, And then the last question they're going to ask there is, what are 3 possible debatable questions that they could pose regarding their topic? And this is a chance for them on the discussion board to get feedback from their peers about which question might be the most feasible of the 3, and feedback from their instructors as well about what would make for a good research question to pursue for the rest of the semester, with the idea of an argument paper in mind as the end goal in Unit 3. The Unit 1 progress checkpoint is an opportunity for students to check in with their instructor on their progress so far towards writing their exploratory research essay. So there's a couple different options that you can assign students. 1, you can conference with them. 2, you can have them download and complete this planner, which is linked here, that's going to allow them to answer some questions that they can then incorporate into their exploratory research essay. And then the last option would be a draft, so a shortened version of the Unit 1 exploratory research essay. And then the exploratory research essay itself is going to be a 3 to 4 page essay where they are going to investigate 2 different sources and then summarize and evaluate them, with the goal of reflecting on where their research is going to go after that. So there are some steps involved that they'll be working through in the unit, like choosing a topic that you'll give approval to when you are looking through those discussion posts. When they actually propose the topic, that's a chance to give them approval for it. And after that, when they're moving into the exploratory stage of writing the paper, they're going to be looking for 2 credible sources. And then ultimately, they're going to write a paper that includes an introduction, a body. In the body of the paper, they'll have source 1, where they'll summarize it and then evaluate it, and source 2, where they'll summarize and evaluate it. And then in their conclusion, they'll reflect on the insights they've gained from their research. And they'll also include an APA reference at the end. So that's an overview of what they're working towards, with a focus on selecting a topic and exploring a topic within this first unit.